Hey, everybody, it's Jerry and Valerie with Java and Beyond, our podcast. And we're going to do something a little unique today. We're going to do a little bit, this is part two of an unboxing. I did an unboxing earlier, and that unboxing is for the Simply Coffee maker.
Simply Good Coffee.
Simply Good Coffee. I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me. Make sure they say the guide right there.
Yes.
Just show everybody. I don't know if anybody can say it. Go a little bit closer.
We're gonna highlight
we're
it in a
going to
minute.
do that. But I've managed to unbox this, and as I had said in the previous part, is that we've done a lot of research, and our company is Beachfront Java. We make excellent specialty coffees, but a coffee needs a companion, and that companion that we had for our own personal use was starting to burn the coffee. It was a little bit older maker, and the thing is that for good quality coffee, you need the best quality brewer that you possibly can afford. And since Valerie knows I'm kind of a cheapskate, and I tend to look, but this company is something that I uncovered a while back, and I was very intrigued with the product. I actually had some conversation, text, of course, no one talks anymore, and with the owner, and come to find out he had worked for a major company, and again, the value of this is tremendous, and we're going to offer this to you. You'll see a link in this, and you'll get a 20% discount for it if you like what we're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to go ahead and start this out. And I'm going to let Valerie kind of take over since I'm doing all the talking, which is normally what I do.
Never.
But, she's going to continue on. So let me shut up.
You can tell by the design of the machine, I think, without saying the name, of what this replicates. It is a much better price point as well, but it operates similarly. Again, it's the Simply Good Coffee. You can see there. Simply Good Coffee machine. And one of the major benefits I find is not only that it brews a great cup of coffee, but that it's quick.
Very quick.
If you use a standard machine, you can wait as long as 15, 20 minutes to brew a pot of coffee. That's ridiculous.
What did they say? Was it 4 minutes or 6?
Plus our cup, but it's usually 6 to 8 minutes for an entire carafe.
Right.
And that's 2 to 3 large cups of coffee.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And if you're like us, we might do that twice, but not everybody does that for the morning brew.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that, if you, I want you to pull the pot out there. I was impressed by that.
Yes. Well, I'll break it down exactly what you have.
I'll let her kind of go through it.
It's a slimline machine. It doesn't take up that much real estate on your counter compared to most coffee makers. It's about the same. It's probably a little longer length, but the height and the width of it's about the same of the standard coffee maker. And it's simple to use. There are very few buttons to push, which is good. There's a simple on and off with a simple indicator light and a bloom function, and we'll get to that in a little bit. The carafe is a nice quality, I would say. Glass carafe, very simple in design. That's all you need.
But I'm impressed by that because this would fit in a gourmet setting. No question. Exactly. This product is very well made for the price.
The actual coffee reservoir is very simple to remove. It does have a little switch there that you can see. That's on and off. Literally, you just flip the switch. When you're in the 0 position, that means coffee's coming through. If you want to stop it for any reason, just slip it, and the coffee will not come through the bottom of it. So remember to keep it in that 0 position unless you are trying to cut it off for any reason.
That's important.
That's the top lid where the water is going to come through. And it's a cone shape. I know it's hard to see with the black, but it's a cone shape, and it does give you some initial cone filters. I would recommend getting a permanent filter. It's simply easier than constantly buying these. And there you go. And it's simple to put together. It's easy. Now, when you first get the machine, like any machine, give it a nice wash in soapy water. Everything comes apart, including the water reservoir. Most of the parts do come off. This is easy to wipe clean. The only thing that goes in here is water, so that's easy to do. Water will filter through this little nozzle. That's easy to remove and to clean because you get coffee here. And if you ever had an overbrew, you can clean this very easily of any grounds or any excess coffee as it's gonna percolate through there, and the lid to the reservoir. That's it. That's how simply good this is. It's really simple.
Yeah.
Fill with water, fill with your desired amount of coffee, on. Yeah, exactly. It does brew at the right temperature for your coffee. And how much coffee you use is strictly up to your tolerance. The standard is 2 to 3 tablespoons a cup. I personally find that weak for coffee. So you can add as much coffee as you want to this. Based on if you've ever brewed coffee before, never fill it up beyond 2/3 because it's going to boil over and you don't want it to do that. But you can fill that to any amount that you want. The standard here, it's showing as an 8-cup max. A cup, again, that's subjective. For me, a cup is about that size. Isn't that cute? It's about that size. Some people want a smaller cup, some an even bigger cup. So
bigger is better. That's for
and
those
that's
mornings
how
when
simple
you're,
it is
when you're
to
trying
use.
to get your engine going. Bigger is better.
Exactly. And it's really that simple to use it. Now, the only other feature I didn't add was the bloom feature.
Oh,
That's what
very
that
important.
button is.
Very
Yes.
important.
This is if you are grinding your coffee fresh each day. You can order coffee from us as whole bean or as already ground. If you order our coffee already ground, you really don't need that feature because it's bloomed by the time it reaches you. It's usually 3 to 5 days. Then it's perfect. But if you grind your coffee each morning, you're going to want it to bloom. And this feature, when you have it on, will automatically pause after the grounds are first wet and then brew the coffee. That releases that excess carbon dioxide, so you get a much smoother coffee, much smoother taste.
And the one point that I also wanted to make, and the manufacturer gets on and off comments about this, but on this Olson model, the people are saying, well, it only has a 40-minute warming feature. They have done their homework, and they said more than 40 minutes will make your coffee be burnt. And,
No matter what.
coffee.
Right.
If you really want to warm your coffee up, that's what microwaves are for. But you don't want to ruin a quality cup of coffee by having it sit around for a couple hours. We've all been there.
Yeah.
We all know what it is,
Yeah.
and the bitterness and that smell. Don't want to ruin your coffee.
Exactly.
So that's a nice feature. Very few manufacturers do that. They just basically leave it on, and they'll have a timer, but it's just way too long of a timer.
Mhm.
So did we want to try and run some water through it and just let it
Yeah.
work a little bit, and then we would come back with after it's done doing a
Sure.
little bit of stuff? So
Right. So when we come back, coffee made.
right. Okay. All right. We'll be back.
Ready to actually
Okay. Go ahead.
welcome back. We're actually going to make some coffee now. And as you can see, we've already gone through the clean cycle and added water ready to brew. I've removed the container for the coffee and added a filter.
What do they call those valves?
These are cone number 4s.
Cone number 4.
Number 4
Okay.
across.
The one that I purchased before was.
And we're just going to slide it right back on. It's really easy. We already have the water there. The container's back on. That's how it'll look. But we need to add coffee to this. So I suggest you get the best coffee you can find. And in my humble opinion, that would be like a Beachfront Java coffee. We're using our chocolate, our Mexican chocolate, actually.
Oh, good. And guys, I tell people this all the time because I'm our marketing man for our coffee. The smell is incredible. It comes in, you can smell it through your, in this case, they come out United States Postal Service,
Mhm.
and they're priority mail.
yeah.
They're delivered straight to your door, but forget all that. The smell
They
is
always remark that they can-
absolutely incredible. All
The
our
coffee is not ground or roasted until you order it. It's as fresh as it can be ordering it online.
and you just don't get that with store-bought coffee. You just don't.
So we've added our coffee to our wonderful coffee container here that keeps everything fresh for so much longer.
Have a good container, as you can tell.
you hear that?
You'll
Yep.
We believe in this company, but we'll talk about that.
That later. Our little scoop here. We're gonna put
Wow.
some coffee in there.
I'm sorry, it's intoxicating. I made mention that our timer would go off at 7 a.m. and it would wake me up out of a dead sleep.
It does.
And it's just time to drink coffee.
I'm gonna keep the coffee fresh here.
Right. Absolutely.
You hear that?
Absolutely.
It's airtight now.
And did you hit the little valve?
I did. That's why I said you have to hear it.
Well, there's a little valve inside of there to make sure it keeps the air out and air and moisture.
So let's add that back on. Okay. Now remember, we're not going to do the bloom feature because ours is bloom. You can. It's not going to hurt the coffee. And you just turn that on. It stays on. But it's as simple as on. That's it.
Right.
That's it. That's all you got to do.
We'll let her get started here. And as we had mentioned, I think you said 6 minutes.
6 minutes for a full pot.
Yeah. And you can already hear it's working already. It doesn't take that long.
Nope.
And one of the things, temperature control on coffee, and they have some pretty unique features to keep the temperature at the right level for brewing. And it really is a beautiful piece. This particular coffee maker, it's about half the price of something comparable to it. So it's an outstanding value. And we recommend it to everybody. And it's one of the main reasons why we're showing it today is that we want people to see the incredible products that are available to make your coffee experience the best it can be. We're going to let this brew a little bit. Let me see if we can go ahead and we'll pop. We're back. We have brewed our first coffee out of the coffee maker. And we're going to find out what it took a little less than 4 minutes, but we did not have a full capacity 8 cups. It was closer to 3, but fast. And this coffee is, I don't know if you can see, but it's dark and it's going to be flavorful. And I'm going to allow Valerie to go ahead and pour us a couple cups.
How the coffee is based solely on how much you place in the container here and how you like your coffee. Do you like strong? Do you like your flavors?
Right.
Do you like a light coffee? It's all up to you.
And it's only as good as the coffee and the coffee maker combo. Right. So as we have right here, Valerie just poured a little bit there. She's going to pour a little bit for the big boy here. And I've had coffee today, but we're going to go ahead and have some more. And again, this is our Mexican chocolate from the Beachfront Java selections. I believe we have about 22 different varieties,
yes,
something like that. And we're going to put a little bit of, I guess that's cream, right? Okay. Cream in there. And I'm sorry, she's going to give me the old stir. I'm anxious to give it a shot here. As we said, okay.
Cheers.
Toast. Cheers. Let's see what we got here. I'm sure it's hot. Again, it's pretty hot.
I'm sorry. That's so much better. Yeah.
The flavor comes through. It's not weak. I believe that this coffee maker would help you not use as much coffee because of its design, especially with the bloom feature.
Exactly.
Because the bloom feature is like the pour over. And a lot of people like to pour over, and they claim that will give you a better quality, but you can do this with the Simply Good Coffee Maker here. And all I can tell you is that the quality of coffee that comes out of the machine is paramount, of course, but how it's made, it's not burnt, it's not bitter. They all work in combo together. If you buy a $20 coffee maker, you don't put $20 coffee in it, folks.
Don't do that.
We want to introduce this to you today. And if you're interested, there'll be, what did we decide? We're going to put some links on the website, and we'll also put some links on the videos that we're going to put up there. I'll probably put them on YouTube and spread them around a little bit.
Right.
We also have the Java and Beyond podcast, which I am generating more videos for as we go along. There'll be different things that will be popping up, and this is one of the first ones. There'll be some different products that we're going to be talking about and doing some reviews, and just in general, conversation about coffee and
Or whatever we want.
yeah, I mean, it's going to be an open forum. I mean, I've got a lot of things to say, and Valerie might be around for some of the things that I say, but she might not be around for all of them, I can assure you.
Oh, well.
So she has her own opinions about things. And
Yeah.
we don't always match, but golly, what it's been almost 20 years. So guys, we appreciate your time today. Enjoy your coffee. And if you get a chance, check out the Simply Good Coffee Maker. Take care now. Bye-bye. I have to drop my coffee to turn the video off. You know, that's just terrible. We'll see you later.